My drama teacher at school at the time when I first started, Fran Servi at John Cass, kind of referred me here. You know, I think she saw something. She saw that I like to entertain, and I was very much the class clown in secondary school. She kind of saw that, so that's how I kind of got started with Half Moon, and I just loved it. I loved every bit of it, and I stuck around for as long as I could until they said, "You're too old. You can't stay here anymore." So I got into the University of Greenwich studying drama, and that's what I did.
Yeah, that's great. And what have you gone on to since then?
Well, I dropped out in my second year to pursue my passion of being an actor, I think. During that time, while I was at college, I got myself an agent. Kidulthood came out, and there was a lot of demand for actors who are not particularly trained. So at the time, again, Miss Servi was like, "Here's this thing, I want you to audition for it." Got into my second year, and my agent called me about an audition that would be at the Manchester Royal Exchange called Mogadishu, which will transfer to the Lyric Hammersmith. Would you like to do it? Would you like to audition for it? And I was like, okay, sounds interesting. I had to move to Manchester for 2.5 months or something like that. So I didn't really realise how big it was until I spoke to my agent, and she sent me all these information about Manchester and how to live in Manchester, where to live, where to go. And I was like, wait, hold on. So that means I actually have to pack up and leave for 2 months. And she was like, yeah. And I didn't want to do that. So I spoke to my tutor at the time at uni. And I was like, is there any way I can still be in the course and do this job? And she was like, no, there's no way. So you're going to have to pick. Anyone who asks me like where I came from, I always say Half Moon. Like, where did you train? I say Half Moon. I don't say, I just say Half Moon. I went to Half Moon Young People's Theatre. That's where I trained. It wasn't just about, performing, and it was about just being confident in your own skin. They bring out something in you that I don't think drama schools do, which is having the confidence just to be okay with yourself, and having the confidence to fall down and be able to accept your mistake and be proud of it almost. And I think that's what I take with me with every job that I do. I always know that there's going to be a moment or a time where I'm going to make a mistake, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I just love the whole thing of just being live, everything just being live on stage. I think that's why I've done so much theatre and not so much television and film, to my agent's dismay.